Breaking news on ABC 17 News at noon. In the last 20 minutes, we've confirmed another report of men trying to buy multiple cell phones in mid-Missouri. Police tell us this time the incident happened at a Walmart in Jefferson City. We have ABC 17's Dan Messinio in the studio. Dan, it's the fourth report of this happening at Walmarts across the mid-Missouri area.
It is, Sarah. We have confirmed with the Jefferson City Police that a person or a few people tried to purchase multiple phones at Walmart over the weekend. Jefferson City Police tell us someone called to report the incident. It happened at the Walmart on Supercenter Drive. Now, as you said, this would make 4 Walmarts in mid-Missouri in which someone tried to buy multiple cell phones over the weekend. Columbia, Macon, and Lebanon are the other 3. Now, in Columbia, at least 5 people bought up more than 50 prepaid phones. Experts tell us the phones could be used for terrorist activities. We're also learning the phones could be used for scams. Now, FBI agents in St. Louis and Springfield have been notified and are investigating. I've reached out to the FBI about the investigation, but have not heard back yet. I'll have more on the story tonight in our 5 o'clock newscast.
Thanks, Dan. We're still working to find that out, and we have complete coverage of these 4 different instances of suspicious phone purchases posted on our website and Facebook account. You can go to abc17news.com, click that red breaking news bar at the top of the page. And crews are currently working to fix a water main break at the intersection of Nifong Boulevard and Buttonwood Drive in Columbia. Water and Light tells us that break is causing some flooding. So we have ABC 17's Alyssa Toomey out there to join us from the scene. Alyssa, we're told the water is back on at this point.
Yes, Sarah, several businesses tell me that their water is back on, but the pressure is incredibly low. Columbia Water and Light has issued a water boil advisory. They went around and passed out these flyers to the businesses. And basically, that means that all water must be boiled for the next 24 hours. Now, this is a major business area, and one small business owner tells me that she's concerned if anyone will be held liable for the business that she lost today. You can see behind me that contractors are currently working to fix the water break, and it's unclear when the water will completely be restored. We'll continue to give you updates live and let you and post any updates on our Facebook page and Twitter as well. Reporting live in Columbia, Alyssa Toomey, ABC 17 News.
Buttonwood Drive appears to be the only road affected, but there are no roadblocks, so it's still drivable. And we also have new details from police, and we got those in just the past 90 minutes about an armed home invasion in South Columbia. Our reporters have video from last night at the scene that happened around 11 o'clock outside the Den apartment complex off Grindstone between Providence and Highway 63. Officers say 2 men with guns forced their way into the apartment, demanding money and taking electronics before running away. 4 people were inside the apartment at the time, but no one was hurt.
Well, it's shaping up to be a very nice afternoon, and you'll notice those temperatures are warming up. We are currently in the upper 60s in parts of mid-Missouri. I want to show you our state map because it shows you areas north near the Kirksville area at 57 degrees and 60 from St. Joseph to Kansas City. There is a weak cold front moving through our northwestern areas right now. 61 degrees across the Sedalia area, and that's why as you're headed out the door, you might see a few mid-level clouds and a few high-level clouds as you're headed out the door. Here's a look at our satellite and radar where this front is across northwestern Missouri, and forecast models are indicating by about 3 p.m. this front should be east of us. You can see we have some clear skies further toward northwest. Those will be moving in for the evening commute tonight. And take a look at the ABC 17 Storm Track feature track. By 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm breaking down the next 30 hours here. This shows pretty much clear skies for tonight, and then we'll notice clouds on the increase late once again for Friday morning. This will be out ahead of the next storm system, and I expect we are going to stay dry though for most of the day for Friday. That's the good news. This takes us into 5 p.m. for Friday evening. Now we do have rain chances increasing for Saturday, and I'm going to be breaking down a different future track model coming up in my next forecast. But check out also these current wind speeds. With the passing of this front, we're seeing winds they are steady out of the southwest up to 18 miles per hour, 23 mile per hour wind speed currently across Jefferson City. And I've looked at other places. We did have a 30-mile-per-hour wind gust out of Sedalia, and over near the lake area, we had a gust wind as well, up to 30 miles per hour. So here's a look at our wind tracker as we head towards the nighttime hours. We'll notice those winds do subside by about 6 o'clock. So here is your out-the-door forecast. I've bumped us up to 69 degrees from this southwest wind. It's already helping warm temperatures up. 60 degrees at 6 p.m. Still going to be a mild evening, and we'll dip down near 52 degrees by about 9 o'clock. We're still going to be well above average, though, tonight. And you can see record. We might break a record today. Since I bumped us up to 69, the record for today was also set in 1996. So we're going to come close to breaking that today. And again, Saturday morning, we're going to be very mild as well. We could be breaking an 86-year record with morning temperatures in the low 50s. Now, besides those mild temperatures, I am tracking storms in the forecast moving in for Saturday night that do have a marginal threat. I'll show you which areas coming up in my next forecast.
Thanks, Brittany. A Columbia man is behind bars right now after officers found several drug-related items in his home, which is located near several schools. Detectives arrested 46-year-old Reginald Howard yesterday. They found 27 bags of brown powder that tested positive as heroin, an electronic scale with powder residue, and another electronic scale with razors, bags, and cut straws. Howard lives in the 400 block of Park Avenue, which, as I said, is near 3 schools: Douglas High School, Park Avenue Child and Family Development Center, and Norris Stewart Early Learning Center. And Howard is charged with distribution of a controlled substance near those schools, and we're told his bond has not yet been set. An appeals court has upheld the conviction of a Columbia man for murder. DeMonte Cheatham was found guilty in the death of Anthony Unger in 2013. Cheatham was sentenced to 40 years in prison for the crime. He has since appealed his conviction, but earlier this week, the Western District Court of Appeals in Kansas City unanimously upheld the conviction. And in just a couple hours, MoDOT will hold a briefing to talk about the eastbound Highway 5063 bypass switchover happening tomorrow. Now, bear with us because this can get a bit confusing, so hang on. When that switch happens, both eastbound lanes of the highway will be diverted onto the newly built westbound lanes. They will then go across the new bridge over Lafayette Street, and the eastbound off-ramp from Lafayette onto the highway will be closed. The changes are allowing work to start on the new eastbound bridge and future eastbound lanes. Throughout the day, a small group of Columbia residents will vote on a new sales tax levy. About 15 people are deciding on a half-cent tax on retail sales on Business Loop. It's for the Business Loop Community Improvement District, the Business Loop CID. That sales tax would generate about $200,000 a year, and the money would go toward infrastructure accessibility, public safety, and physical changes. The Business Loop CID currently gets about $50,000 from a special property tax on the businesses. Mail-in ballots are due by 7 o'clock tonight. For the next 2 days, University of Missouri Board of Curators are holding meetings on the St. Louis campus. One thing they're talking about is a swearing-in of new curator Yvonne Sparks. Governor Jay Nixon appointed Sparks to the board last month. The board also will review proposed tuition and fees for the next school year. Curators are voting on those rates in February. And when we come back, Sean Spence with the Mid-Missouri's Better Business Bureau will be with us.